Hey everybody, welcome to a top 10 band list, and usually I do top 20 band lists, but today I'm doing a top 10, and today I'll be sharing my top 10 favorite Neil Young songs. Yes, I was trying to do 20, but I actually couldn't find 20 songs I loved by Neil Young, unfortunately. I thought I could, but I found 18 instead. Um and yeah, that wasn't enough. So it's a top 10 favorite Neil Young songs list with 8 honorable mentions. So yeah, all right, and I've done, if you're not familiar with my channel, I've done other top 10, top 20. I've actually done top 20 songs lists from like some of my favorite bands like Nirvana, Ween, Pixies, Rolling Stones, Velvet Underground, and now I'm doing Neil Young. Neil Young is one of my favorite singer songwriters, and yeah, I really like him a lot. Apparently, not enough to make a top 20, unfortunately, but I thought so. But I don't know, maybe it's just because I haven't heard a lot of his albums. I've heard a few. I've heard a few a good handful of his albums. He's got a lot of albums, and I'm not sure if I'll ever. I probably won't rank all of his albums. Maybe like some from like different decades I might do, but he's got like over like 30 or 40 albums, and yeah, I don't really. I've heard like one album, like one of his most recent albums, and I didn't really like it, so I don't really have any, I don't really want to listen to his later albums that much, so I probably won't do a ranking of all of his albums, but maybe I might do like his 70s albums or something like that, because that was like the best decade for Neil Young. But anyways, but here's a top 10 list of my favorite Neil Young songs, and yeah, I was actually wanting to do my Ramones ranking, but I'm still not done with that yet. Hopefully that'll be the next music related video, maybe. Right after I get done recording this, I'm gonna listen to Too Tough to Die, and I got like, I don't know, 5 or 6 left after that, maybe. So yeah, I still got a little more left. Anyways, but yeah, Neil Young. Keep in mind, of course, these are my personal favorites. My personal favorite Neil Young songs. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? With the honorable mentions first. Honorable mentions are "Rockin' in the Free World," "Heart of Gold," "Old Man," "After the Gold Rush," "Hey Hey My Into the Black" / My Hey Hey Out of the Blue. Those two, I mean, they're basically the same song, and I like them both equally, so I decided to just put them both together. Why not? Harvest Moon, "Stupid Girl," which is that's a deep cut off of the album Zuma, and Song X, which is on the album Mirrorball that he did in the 90s with Pearl Jam. But yeah, those are the honorable mentions. Alright, so honorable mentions out of the way. Let's go ahead and get started. This might be a shorter video because it's a top 10 list, not a top 20. But alright, number 10. Let's get started. Alright, number 10. Number 10 is off of the album After the Gold Rush. And that is "Only Love Can Break Your Heart." Really, really good song. I like this one a lot. It's pretty mellow. I like the piano in it. Neil's voice is great. I love the melodies. It's a really good song. And also, Everlast did a cover of this on from the Big Daddy soundtrack, and it's an okay cover. It's not too bad. Not as good as the Neil Young version, obviously, but nonetheless, it's all right. Yeah, only Love Can Break Your Heart. Really good song, and that is number 10. Okay, number 9 is from the album Harvest, and that is even though this is a studio album, this version is actually live, but he put it on this studio album. That is The Needle and the Damage Done. Really good, short acoustic song. I like it a lot. Even though, of course, the song is about drugs, but still great song. It has a great melody, and I like Neil's voice in this one too. I sing along to it pretty much every time I hear it. Yeah, Needle and the Damage Done, number 9. Okay, number 8. Number 8 is from my favorite Neil Young album, and that is his second album. Uh, Everybody knows this is Nowhere. That is Down by the River. Yeah, Down by the River. I remember. Well, I think I've heard the song like as a kid, but I remember this might have been the song that might have hooked me on Neil Young, maybe because I remember I got the Neil Young's. I remember when I first got into Neil Young, I got his Grace Hits album, and Down by the River was the first song on there. And I remember thinking whenever I was hearing it, I was like, man, this is awesome. This is an awesome song. And it's 9 minutes long. It's a pretty long song, but it's really good. I love the riffs and the solos in this. Yeah, it's catchy too. I sing along with it as well. Yeah, Down by the River. That is number 8. All right, number 7, another song off of After the Gold Rush. That is Don't Let It Bring You Down. It's a really good song. Good melodies. It's pretty catchy. Nils' voice again is great. Also, there's a pretty good cover of it on in the movie American Beauty, one of my favorite movies of all time, by the way. And it was sung by the chick from that one band from the 80s. I can never pronounce their name, but it's one word, starts with a E, and they did their biggest hit was that song Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. You're probably screaming the name right now, but I can never pronounce that name. But yeah, it's that girl. She was singing that. She did cover that song for American Beauty. But yeah, Don't Let It Bring You Down, really good song, and it's number 7. All right, number 6. Now this one is a deep cut, and this was on the album On the Beach. And I don't own On the Beach, unfortunately, but this is my favorite song from that album. That is For the Turnstiles. Really cool song. I say it's a deep cut, but I think it might have been on the was it the Decade anthology or whatever, first 10 years compilation of Neil Young. I think it might have been on that. I don't know, but I love this song. It's so good. He plays the banjo in this song. Really cool banjo song. And the banjo, I mean, I'm not really into banjos very much, but it sounds really cool in this song. Actually, it really does. Like, and it fits the tone of the song really well. It's a really catchy song. I like to sing. I like to sing along to all of these, pretty much most of them, if not all of them. But yeah, really cool song for the Turnstiles. If you haven't heard this one, check it out. It's in the playlist down below in the description. Yeah, for the Turnstiles is number 6. Okay, number 5. Again, off of the album After the Gold Rush, and I think it's my favorite off of here. That is this might have been the first Neil Young song I have ever heard. Maybe. That is Southern Man. Southern Man is a badass song. I love the melody to this a lot. This is one of my favorite Neil Young songs to sing along with, and it's really catchy, and it just sounds awesome. I love the riffs in it, and yeah, Neil sounds awesome in it again. And also, a little known fact: this song was actually what inspired Leonard Skinner to write "Sweet Home Alabama." Like, "Sweet Home Alabama" was like their answer to this song, to Southern Man, because they found this song to be kind of offensive to Southern people, and so they wrote "Sweet Home Alabama," and they in the song they even mentioned something about Neil Young uh, in this song. But to be honest, this song is 10 times better than "Sweet Home Alabama." I'm not a fan of that song, and I'm not even a big Leonard Skinner fan either. Um, but yeah, I love Southern Man. Really cool song, and that is number 5. Okay, number 4, another song from Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere, and it's the self-titled song. Everybody knows This Is Nowhere. Really underrated Neil Young song, along with for the Turnstiles. This is probably his catchiest song, if I'm going to be honest. This song is super catchy. I love it a lot. Red Hot Chili Peppers actually covered this song, and it was pretty good. Um, yeah, it's really catchy, and I like it a lot. And that, yeah, I already said that, but whatever. Yeah, Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. Awesome. That is number 4. Okay, top 3. Number 3 is my favorite song from Harvest, and it is also the self-titled song from this album, Harvest. Yeah, I love Harvest. It's so good. I like to sing along to this one. I actually, I mean, I know I've heard it before I saw the movie, but like because I listened to this album, but before then, but I did. I heard this song in the Paul Thomas Anderson film Inherent Vice, which I wasn't a fan of the movie, to be honest. But I heard the song was in it, and I heard it, and I'm like, oh man, that is like, oh yeah, I remember that song, and I was like, that's really good, and I've been a fan of it ever since then. Yeah, Harvest, I like it a lot. One of my favorites, my third favorite Neil Young song, obviously, and that is number 3. All right. Number 2 is my favorite song from Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere. The closing track for Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere. That is Cowgirl in the Sand. For the longest time, this was actually my favorite Neil Young song. And yeah, I thought about it. I was really close to putting this as number 1, but there's actually one I like better than it now. I think this is my brother's favorite Neil Young song. If I think that's what he said. And I completely understand because I love it too. It's my second favorite. Cowgirl in the Sand is kind of like Down by the River. It's long. It's even a minute longer. It's 10 minutes long. But man, every time I listen to it, it doesn't ever feel like it's 10 minutes long. It goes by really quick, and I just love it. And I love the the instrumentals, like in between the verses and the choruses. Like it has 3 verses in the song with the same chorus following it, and yeah, it's just really cool. I like how he did this song, and also Crazy Horse in general, his backing band from this album. His backing. I mean, he's had other backing bands, but Crazy Horse is his most popular backing band. And they are awesome on this song. They're awesome on this whole album, really. But yeah, I love Cowgirl in the Sand. It's super cool, really awesome song. Yeah, and it's also really catchy. I sing along to it as well. Yeah, Cowgirl in the Sand. That is number 2. And my number 1 favorite Neil Young song is from his very first album, his debut self-titled. That is The Loner. Yeah, The Loner. I kind of think this is an underrated Neil Young song. I mean, it's kind of popular, and I think it might have been a single whenever it came out, maybe. But I don't know. It's just not up there. I mean, for like, it's not as popular as his other songs, like, Heart of Gold, Old Man, Southern Man. Even Cowgirl in the Sand is more popular than this one. It's not like a lot of people don't. Rockin' in the Free World also. People don't talk about this song enough. I love it. It's so good. You know, again, it's catchy, has good guitar riffs, Neil's vocals. I love the chorus in it a lot. It's just really cool. Really awesome song, The Loner. And yeah, if you haven't heard The Loner, listen to it. Of course, in the playlist down below. And it is my favorite Neil Young song. Yeah. All right, there we go. There's my top 10 favorite Neil Young songs. So in the comments, please give me your top 10 or even top if you have a top 20 favorite list for Neil Young songs. Put that down in the comments or just say what your favorite Neil Young song is. All right, so please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell. And my next video will be a movie review. I'm not sure what yet. I have the poll up, and it's either going to be Little Women 1994 or Roma, the Alfonso Cuarón film. And so far, that's winning the poll, so maybe that movie might be the next one, but who knows, you know. And hopefully my next music related video will be the Ramones ranking. We'll see about that. I hope so though. I hope that's the next one, but we'll see. So anyways, I'll see you later. All right. Peace.